Hello guys, hope you're well. Today I'm going to be talking about the 26th of June 2024. In Minecraft we've just been digging this big long roadway in the nether, and we've been building portals every now and then to explore the overworld efficiently. But I had a little walk today and I thought, you know what, not only is this not that fun, it's also maybe not the most efficient way of doing this. The most efficient way of doing this is fixing my elytra and just flying. But my elytra is almost broken, so I need a mending book. So I decided, you know what, I've started this now. I think I've made 3 portals. I'm going to make 2 more, and if I don't find what I'm looking for, then I will start working towards building like a villager trading center, which I've never actually done before. Despite my massive Minecraft experience, I've never bred villagers and made like a trading center. I've found a villager with a mending and I've put it in a cell. And on like Xbox, like a Bedrock edition, it's really easy because you can just break the lectern and then it will restart all of its trades. You can just do it with one librarian or even a regular villager. But I think it's a little bit harder in this. I need to research it a little bit. But yeah. Hopefully we don't have to do that yet, but we do need that anyway. So that'll be fun, coming up with a design for that build. I'll probably just build it around the village, I'll just deck out some village and then also just steal their trades and shit, fuck it, 2-way bargain. But yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing. So today we're going to be continuing the bridge and making some more portals. I need to actually first get my phone because I've got a number on there where the next portal is. One sec. Yeah, so today was, it was a bit of a tricky day today. It wasn't an easy flowing day. I felt pretty down today, to be honest, guys, with you. But I mean, I always planned to sleep until I woke up naturally. I did that around 10ish. I went to sleep accidentally. I remember I recorded yesterday's video, and then before I uploaded it, I was going to brush my teeth and upload it, but I just fucking fell asleep. Disgusting without brushing my teeth. Gross. Wow, missed. You get to live today, boy. And yeah, so I woke up basically in exactly the same position I like napped in, which is awesome. That's where you know you had a good sleep. So I have not moved a fucking inch. Let's have a little look around. Maybe we're lucky today. Maybe we're lucky. Maybe we have the mangrove forest. It's not looking like it though. Probably not. It's a shame. Shit. Yeah, God's sake, my progression on this world has been so slow. It's because I guess I'm I'm multitasking, a lot, talking about stuff and not really focusing on the game. It's just such a... I don't know. It's going to take a long time to see something. I've got lots of ideas, but I still need like my mending and stuff before I can just start going for shit. Alright, anyway, let's just do one more portal and then we'll start going towards the villager trading, see if we're lucky. Hope it fell anyway. So we've got this. 683 is the next hit point to do the portal. Okay, so yeah, today I felt pretty down. I woke up at 10, went downstairs, just got some water. I did actually feel quite hungry, but I'm not eating when I wake up anymore. I decided to stop doing that. So I resisted the urge to eat because it was there actually today. So most of the time I don't actually feel hungry when I wake up, but I did today. But I said, you know what, fuck it, I'm just going to work until 12 and then I'm going to eat something. And yeah, I started doing the research on these other places, these cities inside of these countries in Europe to see the best opportunity for subletting. And it was really boring. It was even more boring than before. Obviously it's not fun. sometimes you find a town that might be slightly interesting, but then you have to quickly move on to the next place, and it's just super boring. So I have 10 countries that I'm looking into, and inside of those countries I have 10 towns. So I'm trying to go through all of that, and sometimes the towns just have no results. Sometimes they have fantastic results, things that will be fantastic to sublet, which is always fun when you find those. But yeah, I mean, what I've been doing today is I've been missing out the ones that have no results. But I realise that's just not good. It's not good. So I've started to go back on those ones and replace. So yeah, I mean, I've got 10 cities and then or towns, whatever. And I replace those towns with other towns that do have results, and I've started doing that after today, and I've actually found some pretty cool places that I wouldn't otherwise been unaware of, because I just decided, oh no, I'll just leave it and move on to the next country. But, you know, the thing is, I don't even think it's that much work, but for me it feels like a lot. It's very overwhelming to me. It just sounds so gay to say, but it's like I'm just really not very good at working. Monotonous things like that. So I did one of the 10 countries in the morning, and to be honest, at the speed I did it, I could probably I probably could have done it all today, but mentally I kept making myself take breaks and stuff, because I was telling myself it was so much longer than it was. If I could, I mean, I was capable of doing it all today, 100%. Physically I was capable. I am fast enough to do it, but it just feels like I don't know. It just feels like so much when I'm doing it, or when I'm at the start. So I did that one country. I went downstairs. I think I had my breakfast, washed up and everything. Sat back down at the computer and sort of just clicked around the internet for a while. And then I realised that I was drifting. I was like, get back to it. And then I looked at it. I was like, oh my god, this is so boring. I've got 9 more countries to go. So how am I going to do this? And then I had another deep breath, went downstairs, took a modafinil. Oh yeah, I had my breakfast, by the way, today with no YouTube. Wow! Everyone, give me a round of applause. You know, I mean, yeah, as I said, today I'm feeling really down. So, and no, this isn't a common occurrence, guys. I can't be fucking bothered to explain why, but I have explained in the last few videos. I'm usually a pretty happy guy, but you know, the last few weeks have been pretty shit. But usually, I don't want you guys, if anyone's just tuning in for the first time, I don't usually just wake up and feel shit, you know. It is, unfortunately, well earned, my fucking, my feelings at the moment, but that's alright, you know. It happens. I've been looking into this Sadhguru guy, which is hilarious, because his name's Sadhguru. It sounds like his name's Sadhguru, because he talks about feeling sad a lot, which is fucking really perfect. And I don't really know, I can't quite grasp like his philosophy yet. I can't even say the fucking word. He says like detach like your thoughts. Like we're all. I don't really know. I have not listened to enough of him, but I've had some people say he's great. He's like, oh, he's really helped me. I can't really understand what he's saying yet. I mean, I can understand the English that he's speaking, but I can't. When I put the thoughts in my head, it doesn't really make me feel any better. The one thing that's been giving me a tiny bit of peace is that most men go through this kind of thing, and then there'll always be a voice in your head telling you like, oh, but your one is special. This is not like anyone else. But it's probably not true. I hope it isn't true. And B is like, this is just a chemical reaction in your brain, so you fucking have sex with people and raise children. You know, just like it's a chemical reaction. It's just something your body does. I don't get emotional over a scab when my body scabs and heals itself. Why am I getting emotional over some fucking like signal in my brain that tells me to be attracted to someone and have sex with them, even if it means I was super attracted to them? It doesn't matter. It's just my brain doing its thing. There's no need to be a fucking pussy about it. But yeah, I don't know guys. So I did some work. I really didn't want to. I had half my modafinil and smashed some. I decided to, every time I looked into a town, I would fucking do a workout. Did push-ups, did fucking bicep curls, did deadlifts with a dumbbell. Did some, yeah, just did a little bit of everything. And yeah, I've got a sweat going 'cause it's fucking hot as well. And yeah, it was alright. It was alright. You know, with the little workouts in between, it's something to look forward to because I do actually enjoy working out, which is cool. I realise that I'm blessed with that. And then after I got about halfway through, so I've done about 5 of the countries now. Granted, I have missed some cities of those countries out because I didn't get any results, which I need to go back and do. I decided that I'm going to go to my nan's house, pick up some laundry she's done for me very kindly. I'm going to bring some food to heat up and eat there. But before that, I'm going to go on a run in her area. So I was looking online or on maps to find like a cool like circuit to do a 5k because I'm kind of bored of mine. I couldn't really find a good one, but I thought, you know, I saw one. It's like, alright, it's different. I'm just going to do that. And it's also around my nan lives in a pretty nice area, a bunch of fucking huge houses. I'm like, that'll be some good motivation. So yeah, I ran there. Unfortunately, the second I got through the door, my nan was just non-stop whinging at me as usual. Before I went on my run, we just sat down and it was just quiet. We're just watching the TV, some politics bullshit, like some general election speech and stuff. For those of you in the UK, that's going on right now. Keir Starmer and Rishi Sunak. I don't really know much about them. I just know that adults are like, oh my god, you gotta watch it, you gotta vote, you gotta watch it. My nan like gets really into it, and I literally said to her like, Nan, look, let's be real here. This doesn't really affect you, you know. You don't have to worry about income tax. I mean, inheritance tax. I mean that'll suck, but you'll be dead, so it doesn't matter. Like, why are you letting this rob your peace? And then like the news. I swear, like we live in a world of fucking zombies. Like the news was like, oh yeah, so a Range Rover that crashed into a school, killing 3 girls. The driver has not been sentenced because she had a seizure or something. And then, oh yeah, also this girl that was walking home from a party and got murdered and raped has now, it's been like 2 years since then. And and then something else that was really sad as well. And then the lady that read it out after the slideshow finished, like the fucking reporter, just sort of puts her papers down. She says, thank you and all have a lovely evening, and then just smiled, and then it just cut to advertisements. I was like, what the fuck? Why does everyone watch this shit? It's like it just fucking quick fired 3 of the most depressing stories that I've heard in a long time, and then just oh, and have a nice evening, bye bye. Why? Like, I don't get why so many people watch this shit. You know, if they were like, if there was problems that we could actually do shit about, like say for example your local area littering is a big problem, say for example, then yeah, sure, broadcast that. Like, why the fuck are they broadcasting this shit? I mean, I get it, and it's, to be honest, if I was murdered, I'd be pretty offended if it wasn't on the news. But it's like, it's just such depressing shit all the time. And then, like, I'm sure there's cool stuff going on. There must be cool stuff. Like, there must have been some dude who has a cool story that, like, maybe came, like, 4th in a fucking bicycle race. And last year he couldn't even get on a bike. You know, just find people like that and put fucking stories on them. Fucking BBC, fuck you. Adults love it though, they love it. They I don't know, they just love being miserable, I guess. This is a cool looking area actually. I shall have a little exploration here. It's probably not what I'm looking for, but it looks pretty cool. Right, I think I have been this direction before, just in the overworld exploring, haven't I? Or we found another cherry blossom. My forehead is sweating so much. It's kind of weird. I'm not actually that hot. My forehead is just dripping sweat. I don't usually sweat unless it's serious. Oh, this is annoying. This is oh whoa. This is a really fucking cool like terrain generation over here. Village over there. Yes, boy. have a little look. Yeah, I'm just going to finish this episode whilst exploring, you know. Hopefully I'm just going to read the chords here. Just put those on the screen, hopefully I can refer back to those if I get lost. This isn't the same place that I've been to before, is it? No way. I don't think so. Oh fuck, I think it is very similar. Right, I have been all over the place. I haven't really followed the day very well. Let me try and get back on track. That's really cool. That is really cool. I love that. I love that. Yes, boy. Love this fucking... The Claves and Cliffs update was one of the best updates of all time. That snowy biome over there. Yeah, so... my nan... So we're watching the fucking politics, right, and my nan just starts really, like, she opens her mouth, she starts going all out bad vibes, and, oh, for fuck's sake. She starts going that I need a career, I need this, I need that. And I was like, Nan, look, just... So I was already feeling so shit today. I really didn't need this. I didn't say that to her, but in my head I was like, oh my god, just shut up. You know, just old people, I love old people, but oftentimes they're so fucking arrogant. They grew up in such a different time to us, but they're so quick to offer their advice. It's like, look, you don't know like what you're talking about. Just shut up. Like, just shut the fuck up, please. Just shut up. You don't know what you're talking about. This world is not the same one when you were 21, okay? She starts going, oh, your sister's doing this. My sister, just a little summary. My dad helped her buy a house in Scotland. She's 19. So, without my dad's help, she wouldn't have been able to buy that house. She has like a little job at an escape room, which doesn't pay massively. It pays alright. It's not massive. I think like £16 an hour. And my nan's getting on at me because I don't have a career, whatever that means. I told my nan, look, nobody stays at companies anymore. It's not like when you were younger, trust me. I said, plus, like, fucking just get off my back. I said, I'm going to be a personal trainer. What's your problem? She's like, oh, they don't make very much, do they? How are you going to get a mortgage? Well, look, let me worry about that, yeah? My nan she could be such a fucking arsehole sometimes. I really didn't need that conversation today. And now she's got me second guessing, like, oh my god, am I going to make enough money as a personal trainer? I'm pretty sure I will. You know, there's so many ways to make money in the fitness industry. It's a fucking almost $100 billion industry. It's just those conversations piss me off so much. Because she literally knows nothing about growing up in this day and age. She knows fucking nothing. She grew up in a day, she's like, oh, I need a job. She could leave the house at fucking 12 and come back at 3 with 3 jobs that she can choose from. And those jobs will keep her around until she retires. But the retirement age was like fucking 55 back then, for fuck's sake. My granddad, God rest his soul, looked after her very well. She hasn't had to work in fucking decades. And she still sits there feeling like she can advise me because she worked once upon a time. It's the most annoying shit ever. And I really try to resist just telling her to shut up. But yeah, so she basically doesn't think PTing is acceptable. But I mean, I can't listen to her. You know, if I listened to her, if I did what she wanted, I mean, the 2 times in my life she's left me alone and actually been almost proud of me is when I worked in the city at the auction house and I was pretty miserable then. And when I worked on the boats on the River Thames, and I was pretty miserable then also. So the 2 times I've been fucking miserable, she's been proud of me. So I don't know what that tells us. She just, I mean, I don't know, grandparents, maybe you guys can relate, just want you to have a job title that sounds cool that they can brag to their friends at tea parties about. They're so old-fashioned, it's like, it's crazy. It's so crazy. I mean, yeah. That's it. I love her, but fucking hell, she's so annoying. Just thinking she can come up and give all this career advice when she's literally done like fucking 2 jobs in her whole life. You know, that those jobs don't even exist anymore. Like, just work, like businesses and jobs, employees, like employers, it's all so different now. I don't want to run into powdered snow here, I've got to be careful. Pretty sure the mangrove forest is not going to be over here, so I will turn around now. This is cool though. This is a massive snow bit. I might build something here. Do I have no, I don't have my journal on me, what the fuck? A snow village, is that, oh, it's a temple. Pillager outpost. This is really sick, this is really sick. Oh my god. I do want to build something here. There's so many cool places I've found whilst exploring. There's so much cool terrain here. I won't remember this, but I've already got so many. I've got such a backlog of projects already. I don't really need that shit right now. Yeah, so basically, my nan upset me a little bit. I said, look nan, I'm going to go on my run. When I come back, don't talk to me about this shit, please. Oh, okay. And like, it's just when I talked to her, I said, look Dan, look, this is personal training, this is what you can make, you know, this is what the low end makes, this is what the middle end makes, you can make this. And then whilst I'm talking to her, she just spits out random numbers. I'm like, look, I mean, personal trainers, they have to pay, like, if you're with a big gym and they're going to find you clients and to use their space, you might have to pay them. And then she'll interrupt me and she goes, 20 grand? And I'm like, what? 20 grand? Where did you get that from? No, it's like fucking, it's like £400 a month at fucking most in London. Where did you get 20 grand from? It's like, she just pulls numbers and facts out of nowhere to make you feel like shit and hope that she's right. Like, in that way, she is actually a horrible person. In that way, if you just cut that bit out of her personality and that was a person alone, that person would be so horrible, you would not want to be around them. But she has so many other wonderful qualities that make her bearable and very lovable that we stick around. But she does have that thing. I mean, a lot of old people have it. They do. You know, maybe I'll be like that one day. But yeah, anyway, very frustrating conversation with her. She says that I'm the most worrying grandchild, which is fucking ridiculous. Because my sister has got like all these fucking mental problems. She basically only eats bread. And she claims that it was because of childhood trauma that she can't try any new food. I won't even go into that, but it's fucking stupid in my opinion. I love her, but that's so stupid. My cousin is my age and she's got 2 kids, but she's actually handling it really well, to be honest. I really admire her for that. She's a wonderful mother. Her kids are so cool. And my other cousin is also now pregnant and she's like 19 and she's such a little shit. That kid is in a lot of trouble. He or she should probably go to like some child, like should be adopted like when they're born. I'm not even joking. These two, I think my cousin and her boyfriend couldn't even look after a cat. The cat died because they just neglected it and they fucking made a mistake and it was under a duvet and it died because they just couldn't keep their eye on it. So they should not be having a child. And the worst part is I think they actually planned it, which is crazy. It's actually crazy. It wasn't a mistake. I'm pretty sure they planned it, which is fucking crazy. And my nan turns around and says that I'm the most worrying grandchild when I don't even know. Like, I've just explained the other 3. I don't even need to justify myself. But yeah, it's crazy. I don't know what the fuck she's looking at, but I'm not that fucked up. I wouldn't even say I'm fucked up. I'm just really sad at the moment because of some reasons. That will pass. And she said that to me before all this shit happened anyway. And I'm not a fucking bum, guys. Jeez, you must think, after hearing that, like, I have a job, you know. I go to the gym. I'm very fit and healthy. I have friends. I have a social life. I don't know what she's worried about. But yeah, you know, God's sake. I don't know. And here I am. I made the choice to go to my nan's. And basically every single time I go to a house, she just fucking nags at me and starts this bullshit. I think I told myself, actually, at the beginning of the year, I probably mentioned it on this, I told myself that I wasn't seeing her anymore. Which is very dramatic. Sometimes I can be very dramatic, I'm now realising. But I was like, yeah, that's it, I'm not going to a house anymore. She's fucking annoying every time I go there. And then I think I quickly forgot about that because I just wanted to see her again. Because she is... I don't know. I really like her. I just love her as my nan. But it's like, I really don't enjoy that side of her, I guess. Okay, I guess that's pretty normal. People can say that about a lot of people. They love most of them, but there's one part about them they fucking hate. I can say that about more than just her, more people than just her too, I guess. So it's not unusual. But yeah, so I said, look, don't talk to me about this shit again. I'm going for a run. Did a little 5k around this really nice area. Got a little bit lost, but it was fine. I think I finished the 5k in just under 21 minutes. It's not a fantastic time for me, but it's alright. Yeah, I mean, I felt the burn. I was like, I ran without music today. I just decided to go in that direction because, you know, life's cooked right now, guys. Okay, I'm very sad. I just need to think. I mean, maybe I don't need to think. I mean, I'm tempted to just flood myself with loads of distractions, but I'm not sure if that's healthy or unhealthy. I can't decide. When I'm not distracted, I just try and rethink of things in different ways and justify how the outcome to myself, or worse, I'll try and think, oh, well, could I have done this differently? Could I have done this differently? And it all would have been different, you know. Or like the worst one is I think of alternate universes where everything's the same except my situation right now, which is way better in some other version of myself in a different universe. And I'm like, fuck that guy. I want to be that guy right now. But yeah, I don't know. It's just all ridiculous. You know, some of it makes me feel bad. Some of it makes me feel good for a little bit, like a little bit better about it. But ultimately, I just end up in the same spot, or maybe even worse. Because I remember last week. I mean, today is now a week since I've been back in England. And yeah, the blues hit. I remember, like a few days in, I felt like, I don't know about good, but I felt a little bit number, which felt good because I wasn't sad. But yeah, now the sadness I think is very much back today. But that's fine, you know. It really is to be expected after a situation like this. And I mean, I think I've said before, it's like, I actually want to cry, but I can't. It's really frustrating, because I feel like if I could, then it would actually be a tremendous relief. But I just don't have it in me. And it's really annoying. I feel like it would make me feel so much better. This is pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, so that's where we're at, guys, really. So I did the run, smashed it, some ladies, like, when I stopped, some lady was like, don't stop, and I'm like, hey, I finished, haha. Well, I mean, I'm taking the piss a little bit, but moments like that are really nice. I'm like, oh my god. I mean, not everyone's a dickhead, so that's cool. It's nice to always, like, just have a little reminder sometimes, like, not everybody's an absolute cunt. So yeah, finished the run, came in, got in the bath, my nan's bath. I don't usually bath. I got in my nan's bath, and had my bolognese, had my cookies whilst watching more of this politics shit. I actually started to get a little bit interested in it, to be honest. It was really funny. Some of the crowds, you know, I don't know how you got this position, but there's a few members of the public in the seats talking to the two candidates, and they're asking questions, and it's like, it's such a diverse pick. There's like people like my older people, like grandparents, and then there's like really fat people with dyed hair and makeup, which you already know who those are. It's just really funny when the camera pans to them. It's like, fucking hell. They've got like one of every single species of British person. It's so funny. Yeah, so that gave me a little smile. Had my food, had my cookies. Yo, oh my god, look at that. I'm so spoiled for choices. Like, what do I even build here? Like, I think I'm gonna just have to start building shit for the sake of building shit. Like, I need to just get rid of the idea that buildings have to have a purpose. I need to just start building shit. I might just start building massive structures and just moving villagers into them. Be like, yo, this is your home now. Enjoy. Just flood it with villagers. That'd be so cool. I briefly looked at mods for like village and like town running, but I think I downloaded it too on a test file, but it's just, I don't know. I mean, I played around with it on creative for a bit. I just couldn't really get comfortable with it. I just ended up leaving it. I should probably give it more of a chance because I didn't really love the Chisel and Bits mods that much straight away until I started to get more comfortable with it. It took me a few weeks. But yeah, so I eventually finished my stuff and I started to pack up to leave. And as I'm packing my bag, my nan calls me to come into the room whilst she's just putting my clothes into a bag and she's just naming the clothes. So she goes, "Come in here." I'm like, okay. I come in and she's just like, "This is your vest, this is your shirt, this is your shorts." I'm like, why is she doing this? I'm the one that gave her the clothes. I know what's there. These are my clothes. I bought them recently. I know what's there. And then we walk back out once she's put it all into the bag. She goes, "Come on then." I'm like, "Nan, I was already packing my bag. You called me out to watch you put clothes into a bag that I already knew were there, and now you're telling me to hurry up." And I think she sees the sense in some of my arguments, but she just chooses to ignore them. Why are you shouting at me to hurry up when I was just getting packed and you called me to come in and watch you pack? And we're lost, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, old people, you know, what the fuck? Fucking weirdos. We keep them around though, don't we? I just really wish my granddads were still alive. That'd be pretty cool. I feel like if my granddad was still alive, he'd probably say the same shit, but I'd be a bit more intimidated. He'd be like, "Get a job, get a career, get a career." And then I'd end up working in the fucking city, being miserable. Because I'd feel like my granddad would have more weight behind his words, and I'd be like, "Oh shit." Or he'd understand it a lot more. I mean, I didn't really know him because he died when I was like fucking 10. So whenever I went to my grandparents' house, I just basically played Minecraft and didn't talk to him, which is really sad. But yeah, he strikes me as the kind of guy that would have actually been more in touch with the modern world, because my nan told me that like when computers started becoming bought by all the workplaces and replacing pen and paper in the office, he was doing all these big computer courses in his own time. So he seemed like a clever guy. He definitely was a clever guy because he did very well for himself. But I mean, yeah, it seems like he might have been a bit more aware of the way the world is now, and he would have maybe even had better, more tailored advice for me. Because there is like wisdom advice that it's multi-generational. Things like work hard, be persistent, which are all things that he wrote in my goodbye letter that he finished for me before I died. It was handed to me on my 18th birthday before he died. I mean, it's also quite cliche to be honest, but it's true. It is very true. Working hard and being persistent will get you places for sure. Well, I think he said the 3 C's: courage, consistency, and I have to read the letter again. I think it was the 3 C's. But yeah, so I left my nan's house after some weird interactions. Obviously, I always kiss her hello and goodbye, even though she fucking annoys me a lot. She does annoy me a lot. Oh yeah, another thing. Yeah, I mean, she was like, "Oh, so you're not doing your fighting anymore?" I'm like, "No, Nan, I've been saying this for years. I'm not doing it anymore because of concerns for head injuries." And then you know what she said? She says, "I was telling you about head injuries since you started." I'm like, "No, you fucking didn't." Like she does that too. She says, "I told you that." I mean, I'm sure there's sometimes she has told me that and I've forgotten. But I'm pretty sure most of the time she's making it up. "I told you that when you did this." I'm like, "No, you fucking didn't. I'm pretty sure I would remember that. I told you about the head injuries and the concerns for head injuries. No, you fucking didn't. No, you didn't. Shut up. Fuck's sake. But yeah, so I left, kissed her goodbye, said bye, drove home. You know, it was I like this kind of year. I mean, I made a realization as well on the way. I was like, man, I mean, the heartbreak I'm currently experiencing is the worst heartbreak I've ever experienced, no doubt. But I did notice that every time I've had a heartbreak, it's basically always been in the summer. So cause I remember, like, not every year, luckily, but I remember, like, when it does happen in the summer, I'm like, for fuck's sake, I should be enjoying the summer, but I'm worried about some fucking girl. But yeah, this is the worst one by far, boys. Life is so cooked right now. Fucking pray for me, please. Yeah, we'll be fine. I'll be fine. Get over it, bro. Fuck's sake. Where's my balls? But yeah, I've been thinking a lot today about whether or not I should leave my workplace, because obviously this girl's going back to it too. And yeah, I mean, I told my manager, and I've said, I have mentioned this too, I told my manager the situation, that I have to leave because of, I asked this girl out on holiday and she said no, now we're going back to the same workplace. I don't want to make her feel uncomfortable, and I feel like I have, because on the last few nights she slept away from me, and then on the last night she wanted to sleep in a different fucking room, a different, like, apartment. So I have made her uncomfortable, which is my fault. So I should leave the workplace. I told this to the employer, to my manager, and she told me, "Oh, don't worry, I'll put you on different shifts so you never bump into each other." And I'm like, I told her, yeah, I'll think about it, and I really want to stay there because I fucking love working there. I love working there, but I don't know, it's just childish, because I just need to move on, you know. So, oh yeah, I'll work here, but not with you when you're around. And also, that also introduces the kind of thing that she could have hours, but because I'm working that day, she doesn't get to work, so she's making less money because of me. And that just can't roll, can it? I think I should just leave. My head is sweating so much, it's very bizarre. Yeah, so I've been thinking about that too. But yeah, got back home. When I walked in, I unpacked all my shit, and then I decided that I wanted to go on a walk. So I put my stuff down, went for a walk, and yeah, the walk was quite long actually. I didn't bring my phone or anything, just literally walked. I started getting attacked by fucking the mosquitoes. I was like, oh shit, this wasn't a good idea. It's quite funny though. And yeah, oh, my back. Had a walk, thought about a lot, thought about PTing, obviously thought about the girl. Thought about this Minecraft world a little bit too. Obviously, got to make time for the most important things. And yeah, came back. Didn't really make any massive revelations. Before I came back, I stopped at my dog's grave and almost cried for finally once. Very close. It still felt good to get close, so I'm edging high as fucking hell. Yeah, I just wish I could fucking cry more, but I don't know why my body just can't get there. And it feels, yeah, it just feels like I have these emotions that are like banging at the door asking to come out, and for some reason I'm just not letting them. It just sounds really, I know it sounds weird, I don't know if any of you guys can relate, but it's, yeah, it's, I don't know, it's a problem. It's a problem. But yeah, then I came upstairs, I did a little bit more work, I polished up some of the towns, of the countries that I missed, so I completed some. So now I have like basically half more to do, maybe a little over half to be honest. So yeah, the work rate wasn't fantastic today, but there was many points where I wanted to stop and just have a break and play games, and I pushed myself to keep going through. So for that, I'm proud of myself. I could have got more work done though, admittedly. But you know, I'm proud of myself because there was many points where I wanted to stop and play some games or just stop and scroll Instagram, but I made myself keep going. So I can at least pat myself on the back for that, I suppose. And now I'm going to have a lovely night's sleep. And tomorrow we've got a quite busy day, so off to that. That's it. Thank you guys.